Hello everyone, welcome to Sunday Anime Chat. I am your host, Pop Culture Mechanic, but you can call me Pop for short. So, March Mecha Madness has faded off into the distance. It is now April. I don't have a theme for this month, so I just decided, why not have it be my own choice of what shows, and I chose shows that are going to be a little less underappreciated, some that aren't as advertised in the mainstream or even in the anime community. And with the help of Woopa Troopa, old comrade leader, he helped me come up with the title, which is Pop's Choice. And that's what it is today. So, as we so often do, I'm going to check through the news of the week. See if this pops up correctly. And no, it doesn't. There we go. We got that all straightened out. We'll go over the news of the week, courtesy of the Anime News Network. First up, looks like Anime Expo 2023 hosts manga creator, illustrator Aki Bright. Oh, Pole Princess anime gets a film this winter. Now, I've been watching this show, which is quite enjoyable. It's if not a funny premise, they want to save their this grandmother's planetarium, so they decide, hey, why don't we do pole dancing to help save the planetarium? It says here, the official website for Avex Pictures and Tatsunoko Productions' original Pole Princess pole dancing anime revealed on Sunday that the anime is getting a film that will open in early winter 2023. The website also revealed a teaser visual for the film, as you can see right there. The anime's staff debuted a prologue episode 0, on December 23rd, and released the first 5-minute episode on YouTube on January 13th. The anime currently has 6 episodes. The story centers on Hinano, a very normal and mild-mannered 17-year-old girl. Since she was very young, her grandmother ran a planetarium that Hinano loved, but one day Hinano found out that the planetarium would be closing down. Hinano worried about whether there was anything she could do for her grandmother and for the planetarium, and she coincidentally one day catches sight of a woman dancing on a pole under a starry sky. She gathers her friends, and together they set up a stage in the planetarium to perform shows, and they jump into the world of pole dancing. Avex Pictures and Tatsunoko Productions are both credited for the original work. Hitomi Eizo, episode director for JoJo's Bizarre Adventure franchise, Hageki Shoujo Utano Princess Sama Revolutions, is directing the anime at Tatsunoko Productions. And a good morning to you, Godzillionaire. How's our favorite kaiju doing? And yes, it is a pole dancing anime. It is wholesome and cute. I am very happy to watch it. It is not very long. Each episode is about 5 or 6 minutes, but that means they cut right to the chase. There's not a lot of filler. And there's only 6 episodes out right now, and they are just learning the basics of how to pole dance. So it's nice because it doesn't take up a lot of your time, and it's just a fun little show. Yes, I'm going to be going through some of these articles. If you guys see anything that catches your eye, just shout out, and we'll pull it up for further scrutiny. Tekken 8 fighting game reveals gameplay trailers for Asuka, Kazama, Leroy Smith. Wow, Tekken 8. They're already up to 8. I was never a big Tekken player. Tokyo Revengers anime to adapt Kenjiku arc with 2 new cast members. France's Mediatoon acquires Eden's Zero anime season 2 global rights. This is from Saturday, April 1st, so if there is an April Fool's gag in here, I don't know if they let it slip by or whether they really kept up on not getting fooled, but we'll see. Ron Kamonohashi, the Range Detective anime, unveils first season's October debut, main cast. Crunchyroll adds My Love Story with Yamada-kun at level 999 anime to spring simulcast lineup. The quintessential quintuplets manga gets new anime. Cardcaptor Sakura Clear Card anime gets sequel. Girls und Panzer, das Finale, 6-part film project's 4th film opens on October 6th. Sounds to me that Girls und Panzer is doing it right here. They should not like another anime, Attack on Titan, which is doing the final part 9, section 2, subsection B anime, dragging it out as long as they can. They have a 6-part film project and they're on the 4th film, so there you go. Lots Bikuriman snack gets new anime with original story. Snack gets a new anime. No, it can't be. Okay, I just gotta check this out. Japan-based confectionery company Lot announced on Saturday that its Bikuriman line of wafer snacks will get an anime titled Bikurimen. The anime will air with a completely original story. Shaman King manga creator Hiroyuki Takai is drafting the original character designs, and he drew the teaser visual below. Well, if anything, it would be to see some character designs by Hiroyuki Takai. I mean, I know a lot of people like Shaman King. The announcement coincides with Bikuriman Day in Japan on April 1st. The new anime will feature characters that appear on the collectible stickers packaged with the snacks. The product's website is streaming a teaser video with Takai's designs for Yamato, Ushiwaka, Jack, and Phoenix. Bikuriman snacks became a huge success in Japan since their 1977 launch, and they have inspired various tie-ins, including 5 television anime and 2 films. The original Bikuriman television anime premiered in 1987. Wow, isn't that something? But I guess if you have enough money, you should be able to make an anime. Just about anything. Going back to Friday, Kizuna Ai Touch the Beat rhythm game PS4, Switch, PC via Steam launch delayed to May 25th. Uso Mizu Technique Gay Manga has original video anime planned with crowdfunding. Shinmai Osan Bokensha fantasy adventure novel gets anime. Okay, Japanese animation TV ranking. Oh, here we go. Let's have a look and see what the rankings are. Final episodes of Pokemon Master Journey series My Hero Academia Season 6 earn a 3% rating. The other ones were Saze-san, followed by Detective Conan, Chibi Maruko-chan, Soaring Sky, Pretty Cure, One Piece, hanging in there, Doraemon, Pokemon Master Journeys, My Hero Academia, and Anohi Anotoki Ano Bangumi, Shinhakenden, Fujimura, Yusaburo-san wo Shinode. Okay then, that one's in there too. And the last one was Crayon Shin-chan. And a good morning to you, Jake D! Yes, Ash, I know. I still think what they should do for future shows is age him up a bit and have him as like the final boss, the final Pokemon master that you have to beat. I think it would be alright. Japan's video game rankings. Oh, let's have a look at those. Oh man, number 1 is not a Switch game. I repeat, number 1 is not a Switch game. Nintendo has been knocked out of top spot. This is what they did to Red and Blue in the Sun Moon games. Oh, okay. Well, who knows? Maybe you'll see Ash and Pikachu. Look at this here. Number 1 is for the PS5. Resident Evil 4 Remake. And then PS4, Resident Evil 4 Remake. Yeah, I mean, it is a remake. It was originally out on the GameCube. But Nintendo is in 3rd place with Atelier Ryza 3. Then Kirby's Return to Dreamland. Number 5 is a PS4 game, Atelier Ryza 3. Then after that is Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. And then a PS5, Atelier Ryza 3. And then Splatoon 3, Mario Kart 8, Minecraft, Nintendo Switch Sports, Grim Guardians Demon Purge. I haven't heard of that one yet. Then SD Shin Kamen Rider Rumble, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, Mario Party Superstars. Then in PS5 for Hogwarts Legacy. After that is Octopath Traveler 2, Ark Survival Evolved, Animal Crossing New Horizons, and number 20, Ring Fit Adventure. So knocked down a little bit, but I'm sure as soon as the Resident Evil furor dies down, Nintendo will be back on top again, I'm sure. Waifu Ryza gonna cost me $280, but it's well worth. Well, $280. Are you getting like the Super Deluxe Edition? That sounds awesome. I think the next big game I'm gonna buy is probably Tears of the Kingdom. Comes out next month. So, I'm looking forward to it. From what I saw of the gameplay and the breakdown that some of the other YouTubers have done of the gameplay and what's going on, I'm quite invested in it. I'd like to see what happens. I did enjoy the story that Breath of the Wild put out, and Age of Calamity, even though it was more of a, what do you call it, like a hack and slash, like Dynasty Warriors type deal. They did put a lot of good story elements into Age of Calamity. Nah, man, they're just $70 and $80 for 2 of them. Inflation's a stooge. And you've been Breath of the Wild grinding this morning. Hey, right on. I did not beat Breath of the Wild on the Switch. I used my Wii U, and I beat it that way, which I thought was quite good, because I like to use the original console when I'm beating games. They're older, obviously, if it's possible. You're taking a vacation day for Tears? Attaboy! That's the way to do it. Oh, it's like, oh, I'm booking this day off. Oh, you going somewhere? Yeah. Hyrule. I'm taking a trip to Hyrule. What do we got here? Crunchyroll confirms it will stream Demon Slayer Swordsmith Village Arc anime. Infinity Strash Dragon Quest: The Adventure of Dai Game launches globally this fall. You forgive you don't acknowledge the Wii U's existence? I know it was a failure. It didn't do that well. But you have to look at it this way, that Nintendo used what they got out of the Wii U to make the Switch. If you look at the Wii U gamepad, it is pretty much a Switch. But it out of every failure, there should come some sort of lesson and hopefully a learning experience for them to improve upon, which they did. Like, as soon as they saw that the Wii U wasn't doing very well, they're like, okay, well, we gotta do something and do something better. And also, Wii U wasn't terrible. It was the fact that they marketed it wrong. They shouldn't have never called it the Wii U. They should have called it something else, because people got confused. You know, you get people at the stores and they're like, oh, there's the Wii, but there's the Wii U. What is that? Oh, I don't know. So they should have called it something completely different. Emphasized that it had high definition output. And they could have even made the thing play DVDs or Blu-rays. You know, they should have done a few things a bit differently, and they probably would have had a different result. But that's how we ended up with the Switch and mini cartridges and all that good stuff. Indeed, if they would just port Star Fox Zero onto Switch without that horrific 2-screen nonsense, I will find more forgiveness in what's left of my heart. Yes, and that's okay, Jake D. Hopefully it will happen. What else we got here? Infinity Strash, Dragon Quest: The Adventure of Dai Game launches globally this fall. Yes, said that already. Vinland Saga Season 2 anime reveals second half themes in new videos. You're still waiting for your Nintendo Switchblade knife? It's a Switch. Switchblade! I'll cut you. You don't like Zelda? I'll cut you. Yeah, that's clever, Godzilla. Nice. Godzilla, ladies and gentlemen. He'll be here all week. Try the veal. Grand Blue Fantasy vs. Rising Games Evo Japan trailer reveals Siegfried as playable character. Princess Connect Redive game is global version end service. Oh, here we go. Another game that's ending service here. The Japanese version will continue though. Crunchyroll Games. Okay. Back to Thursday. E3 2023 physical digital events canceled. I don't think anybody's too broken up about this. Back in the past, I may have wanted to go to E3. I can't badmouth Princess Connect. I'm not badmouthing it. I'm just saying that it's they're ending the service. It's like, you gotta be kidding me. Like, it's those games, whether it's a like, I'm always against those games for your phone and all that, because they can just end service anytime they want. And you put all your money into that. I didn't say anything bad about Princess Connect. I just said it's terrible that they end the service when they feel like it's a smartphone game, so they can just cut it off at any time. You're sad too, your waifu collection. Oh no! See, that's the thing. You gotta have it so they can't cut it off on you. Let's see. Yes, E3, as I was saying, it's nobody's broken up about this. I did want to go to it probably way back in the day. I thought it'd be cool to see all the games, but all the big companies do their own thing. Nintendo has their directs, and PlayStation has their state of play, and Xbox does whatever the hell Xbox does, because I don't follow Xbox stuff. Yeah. You know, just quietly bury E3 and life goes on. I'm sure the indie developers have their own sort of convention or, you know, event that will let them showcase their games. And I think Nintendo does that for their indie developers as well. But that's it for E3. F's in the chat for E3. Or not, if you don't care. The next story. Sword Art Online, Last Recollection game trailers, preview, story, and gameplay. They call it Nindies? Okay. Yeah, there you go. RPG Maker Unite software delayed again. Oh no. Chainsaw Man anime, Oni Thunder God's Tale animated series compete at Annecy. Oh, it's a French animation festival. Okay. Ugh, Chainsaw Man. Crunchyroll to stream in another world with my smartphone too. Kizuna no Allel Opus Colors anime. Makoto Shinkai Suzume film unveils English dub trailer. Saw the trailer for that Suzume film? It looks batshit. It does it? Okay. I'm not sure what to expect about it, or I haven't even looked up what it's about. Is this something we should look into here? Or is it too crazy for us? Never change, Japan. Never change. Exactly. And whenever I see something about Japan being invaded by Western wokeness or SJWs, I always tell them, ignore what we're doing over here in Japan. Just ignore what we're doing. Do your own thing. And things will be fine. You'll still earn lots of money. It has a very Miyazaki vibe. Okay. Live Alive RPG's HD 2D remake gets PS5, PS4, PC releases. Nobunaga's Ambition Awakening game heads west for PS4, Switch, PC on July 20th. Oh, it's another Koei Tecmo game. I wonder if it's going to be like a Dynasty Warriors thing. Japan is the last best hope of mankind, Ronald Reagan. He didn't say that, did he? I mean, I don't know my Ronald Reagan quotes, but... Tear down this wall, Mr. Gorbachev. That's the only one I figured. I knew. Original live-action film cast returns for Netflix Scott Pilgrim anime series. Oh no. Anybody care about that? Scott Pilgrim? What's it been, 10 years? Or more? Satoru Nii's school delinquent manga Windbreaker gets TV anime. Tekken 8 games, new trailers highlight Jun Kazama, Ling Xiaoyu, Jack 8, Lars Alexanderson updated. Okay. Yeah, nobody cares about Scott Pilgrim. I know I don't. It was Scott Pilgrim, The Search for More Money. There you go. Yeah, they're like, oh, you guys remember this? Look, we're making this. Please watch this. That, and I'm not a big Michael Cera fan. Like, whenever he's in something, I'm just like, oh man, this guy is just pitiful. It was a good movie. You don't want to know what Netflix will do? Yeah, I don't either. There's the Netflix meme is out there for a reason. You know, manga adaptation, anime adaptation, Netflix adaptation, and it gets progressively worse. Let's see. TIFF, Next Wave Film Festival, screens Canadian premiere of Suzume film. And TIFF is the Toronto International Film Festival. Sega, Level Infinite confirmed they will not exhibit on show floor or at E3. Yeah, I mean, that's a foregone thing. E3 is canceled, so don't even bother. She in the original? Which she are you talking about, Jake D? Mary Elizabeth Winstead? Okay, yeah, she was one of the X's. Okay. Demon Slayer, the Hinokami Chronicles game has over 3 million released worldwide. Bungo Stray Dogs anime gets 5th season in July. Brie Larson, if there was anyone that was so insufferable, out there. There's an award for that, and she would win it. Did not know this. Okudo's Bad Girls Anime's second promo video previews opening theme song. Bofuri Anime Season 2 delays last 2 episodes again to April 12th, 19th. Blockbusters. Tohoku Shinsha unveils Blockbusters anime shorts. Okay. Back to Tuesday. And greetings, comrade leader, Woopa Troopa. Good to see you. Just going over some of the news of the week. I hope everyone is doing well, and you escaped April Fools unscathed. What do we got here? North American anime manga releases. Disney senior dubbing manager, Heavenly Delusion Anime to get simulcast in US. I do not trust anything that Disney does, so I'm just going to say no to that. SakuraCon screens North American premieres for To Every You I've Loved Before, To Me the One Who Loved You, Sasaki and Miyano Graduation, and more anime. Yeah, SakuraCon is in Seattle. It's their giant anime convention, which I have been to in previous years. And it's alright. Yu-Gi-Oh! Cross-Duel smartphone game ends, sir. Here we go. Another smartphone game. I just, stop giving these guys your money for those smartphone games. They just don't seem to last. You're preparing to allocate waifu budget to appropriate projects. You're not a Seattle fan, Jake D? I mean, it's nice enough to visit. It was when I went back in 2006 and 2007. I think that's when I went. It pop. They have waifus. Oh yeah, they have waifus? Yeah, I know. Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom game 10-minute gameplay trailer reveals new abilities, and I'm sure everyone watched that. And if you didn't, you give it a look and see what happens. Putting stuff together and building things, I don't know if that's going to be tiresome or whether it's a genius move on their part to have you build things. Sorceress Stabber, Orphan Anime's Sanctuary arc reveals promo video, theme, song artist, April 12th debut. Oh wow, My Neighbor Totoro's 35th anniversary screenings earn $284,000 on opening day. Have we all seen My Neighbor Totoro? Link goes to IKEA. Yeah. Link acquired Hex Wrench. Now you can put stuff together. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't know. It's just, hopefully they don't make it a lot about building things. You can build a few things, or build as little or as much as you want. And yet, you've never actually seen Miyazaki. Okay. Totoro was one of those very classic shows. And it's well known throughout the world. Blue Lock Blaze Battle smartphone game announced for release this year. Don't do it. Don't do it. I am anti-smartphone game. Because they're going to start it, and mark my words, I'll be reading the news down the road, and it'll be like, oh, Blue Lock ends smartphone game. Now what? Now what? Suzume film surpasses Weathering with huge earnings. Doraemon 2023 film jumps back to number 1. My Happy Marriage drops to number 2. Are there waifus? It's a fighting game, so there's a good chance. It's soccer, so I think it's boys soccer too. I haven't watched the anime. Back to Monday. Otakon 2023 hosts Macross artist Hidetaka Tenjin. Blue Lock is soccer, no waifus. Pass. So yeah, this is interesting. Event scheduled for July 28th to 30th at Walter E. Washington Convention Center in Washington, D.C. Those of you that are out east, you might want to consider going to Otakon if you're a Macross fan. The staff of Otakon 2023 announced on Saturday that illustrator Hidetaka Tenjin from Macross Frontier will attend the event as a guest. Tenjin is an illustrator and mechanical artist whose works include Macross Zero, Aquarion, Noim, Your Other Self, Hellsing, Ultimate, and Macross Frontier. He also drafted mechanical art for the Gundam and Space Battleship Yamato franchises. He started his career drawing the Macross signature fighter, the VF-1 Valkyrie, for a fan site while he was in college. This later led to work for the official publications Macross Chronicle and Space Battleship Yamato Fact File. He worked on mechanical design for Lesen Thomas and Mappa's Yasuke anime. He's also a voice actor, having played roles such as Rafael Banderas in Garo the Animation and Goreinu in Hunter x Hunter. Comic-Con International in San Diego awarded its Inkpot Award to Tenjin. In 2022, he attended the event in person where Udon Entertainment offered early copies of Tenjin's artistry of Macross from Flashback 2012 to Macross Frontier book before its October 18th release. I've seen this book on Amazon, and I really want to pick it up. Otakon 2023 is scheduled for July 28th 30th at Walter E. Washington Convention Center in Washington, D.C. This year's event will also host manga artist Kyoko Aiba. The event announced its COOF policy for this year's event on March 3rd. The policy says that masks and proof of vaccination are no longer mandatory for attendees, and the event is in alignment with local and federal guidance. Good. Get rid of that stupid stuff. Stop doing it. Gotta run. Have a good one. Okay, Godzilla, thanks for coming out, buddy. Hopefully I'll see you next time around. DC, too many shitheads. Yeah. Yeah, I know, eh? I mean, yeah, it's too bad. Moving along, Ayakashi Triangle anime returns in July after, COOF delay. Suzume tops China's box office in opening weekend. Anime Boston screens North American premiere of Oshi no Ko anime. Tonko House dwarf animate short by Pupel of Chimney Town's Akihiro Nishino. Malevolent Spirits Monogatari TV anime gets second season in July. Gundam Build gets 3-episode metaverse series for franchise's 10th anniversary. Japan's video game rankings. We already went through those already. Chikawa anime expands to air twice weekly beginning in April. New two-person rock vocal unit Everdream to perform opening theme for Rokudo's Bad Girls anime. More Gunpla. Yeah. You're into the Gunpla, aren't you, Jake D? We can have a look here and see what this says. Come on, Internet. Come on. You can do it. You can do it. Maybe you can't do it. Try this again. Usually it takes me to there right away. There we go. Gundam Build Metaverse begins streaming on YouTube in October. Now that's the bird Waddle. Waddle has Gunpla Fleet. Ah, yeah. Did you guys tune into his new channel? I watched his opening video on his channel. I thought that was pretty good. It says here, the Gundam Conference Spring 2023 event announced on Monday a new 10th anniversary commemoration series for the Gundam Build franchise titled Gundam Build Metaverse. The 3-episode series will stream on the Gundam's franchise official YouTube channel and on Gundam Info's YouTube channel in October. The series will be one of 3 parts of the Gundam Next Future Road to 2025 project commemorating the Gundam franchise's 45th anniversary. The Dream Battle Project series is based on an image of a dream competition that could only happen in the metaverse, pictured below. That is true indeed, comrade. It was well done. Yes, it was well done. I liked his channel. In October, a Gunpla colony will open as a beta test for the Gundam Metaverse virtual area where Gundam fans worldwide can gather, engage in content together, and shop for Gundam model kits. During the same month, the Gundam Next Future 2023 East-West digital events will take place in Tokyo, Osaka, and online. The first XR Live event for the Gundam Metaverse will also be held. The Gundam Navi News application will receive functionality for Gundam Metaverse. A Gunpla scan feature will allow users to scan their Gundam models and have them appear in the space of the Gundam Metaverse. Wow, this seems like everything that a Gundam fan would want. The Gundam Build spin-off of the Gundam franchise began with the Gundam Build Fighters anime in 2013. The anime takes place in a world where people can build Gundam model kits and send them into battle against each other in a virtual battlefield. The franchise received a sequel with Gundam Build Fighters Try in 2015 and Gundam Build Divers in 2018. Gundam Build Divers Re-Rise premiere in October 2019. Gundam Build Divers Re-Rise Season 2 premiered in April 2020. Crunchyroll streamed both seasons as they aired. Yeah, there you go. Gundam fans unite. What else here? Goblin Slayer console games promo video reveals winter release. And then I believe, are we back all the way back to Sunday? We are. So there you go. That is the news of the week. Next, we'll be moving along. And as you saw, the title of the video for stream today is Pop's Choice. And thanks to Whoopa Trooper for helping me come up with that title. And my choice for this is going to be about animes that aren't as well publicized. They don't seem to be on everyone's top 10 list, for one reason or another. But I just want to shed some light on some of these shows because I think it's a shame that some of them sneak under the radar and people miss them. Hey, you do what you can. Yeah, you do. And it's much appreciated. So first off, the first anime is Kankole, which is short for Kantai Collection. So if you don't know, these are what we call fleet girls, which are girls that are the personification of Japanese warships from ages past. And the description of the anime goes as follows. Set in a world where humanity has lost control of the oceans to the deep sea fleet, the only hope to counter this threat are the Kanmusu, a group of girls possess the spirit of Japanese warships. The story revolves around Fubuki, a destroyer who comes to the Shinjufu base to train with the Kanmusu. Watch as their stories unfold. And this was based off a game. I believe it was a web browser game where you could play and collect the ships, or as you will, the waifus. And it was great. I liked it. It was 12 episodes long. And I believe, as you can see, when you look up Kantai Collection and anime, it comes up with a lot. And yeah, it is very good. You can see that they go for training. There's different kinds. You've got your cruisers, you've got your battleships, you've got your aircraft carriers, you've got your submarines. And it's just something that is very enjoyable to watch. It's girls with guns, but they are, as you can see, they are loaded. And it's very it's very satisfying to watch them go into battle. As you can see, the aircraft carriers they have bow and arrows, and the arrows become the planes that they launch from their flight decks. So you've got, I believe it's Kaga and Akagi. Girls with guns, waifus with weapons. Yes, that's exactly it. And they have, if you can think of a name of an old Japanese warship, they will have a waifu for that warship. So yeah, there is a lot. And the battles are just crazy. There's a good shot of them. And my favorite is Yamato. You're talking like super powerful battleship. And I have a little clip here. I gotta be careful though. I got dinged last time, big time, when I played a little clip from Gunbuster. And I was really, really irked that they would, So right now they're pulling Yamato because they don't want her to waste a lot of resources, because it takes a lot to move a battleship. So they're taking her out for a ride, the other destroyers. And they detect something. Oh, there was some airplanes that escaped from the second fleet and didn't get destroyed. So they're like, we gotta take them down. And they're like, we're destroyers though, we can't reach it. And Yamato's like, don't worry, I'll handle it. As you can see, she's just loaded. And they're like, oh, aren't you gonna get in trouble? And she's like, nah, don't worry, I'll take responsibility. She increases her angle of attack to maximum. And then she shoots, which creates a giant shockwave. And they're destroyed. Takes them all out. And they're like, wow, that was amazing. And they're like, oh no, with a noise that loud, everybody would have heard that. And they did. But she's like, don't worry, just let them know that the planes they let through got destroyed. I think they're going to get in trouble, but it's like, no, just... There we go. So there you go. And this is just the first season. So the first season, pretty good. It gets a little bit, if you get invested in the characters, then, you know, when a ship gets sunk, that is quite a sad moment to behold. But they do a good job planning their strategy for fighting the enemies. And they have a second season that I just finished last, probably 2 weeks ago. And that is, got it here. There's also a movie. There's an 1.5 hour long movie you can watch, which I haven't watched yet, but I'm going to. And this says there's a sequel here, and it takes place a little bit after. You're back from your short nap, nap 1. Hey, DJ Ronnie G, good to see you. Just going over some of the lesser known anime and trying to, you know, shed more light on them so people will watch them. And right now I'm on Kankole, or Tentai Collection, which started as a video game, a web browser video game, I believe, where you collect all the warships from the past. And they turned it into an anime, and this is the second season, Kankole Season 2, Let's Meet at Sea. And it says a few different ships, and the one they focus on is Shigure. She finds herself assigned to the 1st Striking Force 3rd Division for an important upcoming operation along with a surprising variety of other fleet girls. What will their role in the next big offensive against the Abyssals be? Well, watching this, compared to the first one, this is a lot more action. It's less episodes, so you got to pack a lot into 8 episodes. And they do. And it is crazy what happens. Kankole equals KNCL. Actually, it's short for Kantai Collection. But yeah, this show is crazy. As I'm watching it, it's just like, wow, this is pretty. They go through some pretty intense battles with the enemies, just like Fooly Cooly. Just okay, I gotcha. A little hard to pick up on the humor, but for me anyway. But I get you now. So yeah, this show, I recommend it if you like military things. Like, I'm a big battleship fan. I love big battleships. Obviously, it says here, primary female cast, military, historical, tragedy, war, cute girls doing cute things. Yeah, there isn't a lot of that in this, but you're definitely gonna want to watch it until the end. So I had a great time with Kankole Season 2. The animation is good. It's done by Engi. ENGI, and they do well. It's a combination of CGI and hand-drawn animation. At least I think so. But it is very good. They don't pull any punches, as you know, all you anime fans. They don't pull punches. You know, somebody gets hit by a shell, yeah, you're gonna get damaged. But it was quite an excellent show, especially the ending. The last episode, you know, it really gets you. You're like, oh man, right in the feels. That's the way I saw it anyway. So do me a favor and show this one a little more love. This one needs some needs some bolstering. It doesn't look like everyone gave it a very good score, but I think it needs to be boosted up a bit. You need to have a little more fleet girls in your lives. Duly noted. There you go. Thanks, DJ Ronnie G. Moving along, the next anime, and I picked these two because, well, at least season 2 was this season, so I did watch it. And the next one was from this season as well. And that is Handyman Saito in Another World. So you're thinking to yourself probably, oh, well, this is just another isekai pop. I mean, what am I going to be interested in with another, trash isekai? Well, it's not reincarnated, as some of them are. Some of them will have the title, reincarnated in another world. And when they get there, the person that's reincarnated is like super OP. They can do anything. They're amazing. Whatever it happens to be, they stock up on waifus, whatever it happens to be. But Handyman Saito, I'll just read you the synopsis that they have here. Handyman Saito never felt special in his life. When he dropped into a medieval fantasy world, he gathers a party of unique beings to survive. Surrounded by a heavy warrior, a spell-forgetting wizard, and even a divine fairy princess, he yearns to be helpful, but after Saito saves everyone during a raid, it's clear that having a handyman on an adventure isn't just useful, it's essential. Of course, the pop culture mechanic likes the handyman show. I appreciate watching someone that is excellent in their craft. It's something I like to do, because when you watch someone who is an expert or a journeyman in their chosen field, they make everything look so easy. And when you go to try it, you're like, oh man, this is really difficult, but they made it look so easy. Yeah, that's because they've been doing it for, many thousands of hours. And I can appreciate that. And I hope I get that same sort of thing when people watch me do my work. But we'll see. You dig what I'm saying and you agree. Awesome. So when I first tuned into this, I'm like, okay, I'm liking this. He's very handy. He's not OP. He's just using his skills that he has from his world. And he is very good at what he does. And we see him opening up treasure chests so that, none of the other people in our group, because he's with the heavy warrior and the wizard, who is wickedly OP, but also he forgets his spells. So Saito helps him out by remembering the spells, and he just tells him what to say. So that's good. And then the little fairy princess is like the healer of the group. But Saito is it's good. The reason I like it is because he doesn't come in and be like, oh, I can swing a sword, I can do magic. He can't do any of that stuff. He has to use his skills of a handyman to make himself useful to his group. Like leatherwork, or picking locks, or fixing equipment. He does things like that to make himself useful. And in time, his team that he's on, they come to realize that they can't get around without him. He does an excellent job keeping them together. And as you can see, the animation is pretty good. I think it's C2C that does it. And they do a good job of animating this show. And it's got its fair amount of laughs and action, and dare I say, even a little bit of waifus. So if you want a show, an isekai, that isn't trash, I would definitely give this one a watch. You're in another world, which is like a D&D area. It's got your typical archetypes, your magician, your warrior, and he's the support character that keeps them all together. So yeah, the warrior is a girl named Rylza. Rylza, yeah. She is super tough. And then yes, Morlock is the wizard, who is strong as well, but very forgetful. And they meet a lot of people along the way. I think there's a picture here of a big group of who they meet as they continue through their adventures. They meet all sorts of different people from different places. They take down a lot of different enemies, which are not pushovers. Watching this is like, wow, I can't believe they took that guy down. Or it's like, oh, that how are they gonna heal from that injury? Because they don't pull any. Once again, anime doesn't pull any punches. That figures. You see your fair amount of people getting eviscerated or, sliced and burnt and just all sorts of things. But like I say, it tempers it with the humor and, just the story. You're wondering where the story's going to go because, yes, this fella has been dropped into another world. But what's going on here? What is their end game? What are they going to try to do? And that's the whole thing, is seeing what comes next. And I do hope they do a second season, because I would watch that in a heartbeat. And I hope you will decide to watch it as well. It's not that long. It's only 12 episodes. No problem. If you binge it, you could do it in probably a day or two. And hello to you, Punk Waddle. Nice to see you. I had a look at your channel there. Like that intro video. It's a guide. Just going over some of the more like Isekai guide or Isekai guide. Yes, it's an Isekai, all right. So yeah, just going over some of the lesser appreciated anime, at least in my eyes. I don't think people appreciate these shows enough, and I'm trying to shed a little bit of light on them. And this one here, Handyman Saito in Another World. So it's very enjoyable. Went over this one. And I think everyone knows my feelings about it. I think you should give it a shot. It's only 12 episodes. It's pretty fun. You're going to have some laughs. You're going to be astounded by some of the attacks that happen, some of the enemies they go against. And actually, some of the things that happen will be like, you'll be shocked, but then you'll be like, oh, okay. So yeah, it's one I recommend, and I don't think it's getting enough attention as it should. I checked some of the lists out there on some of the other websites like Anitrends and Anime Corner and all that, and they have this thing way down low. And I think it should at least be top 10 anyway. Same with, and I went over this already, same with Kankole Season 2. 8 episodes. Excellent show when it comes to girls with guns, or girls that are the personification of Japanese ships. And I had a really good time. The battles are intense. You really get a feel for the desperation that comes about when you're in a battle against superior numbers. But you know you have a mission to complete, and you're definitely rooting for them to succeed. But once again, I don't think it got enough people to watch. Sure, it shows here there's a lot of people planning to watch it, like over 9,000. Over 9,000! And only 779 have completed it. So, personification of Japanese ships, you're thinking about an Andromeda Ascendant from the Kevin Sorbo space show. Oh, Andromeda. Yeah, Kevin Sorbo, I remember that when he was on Andromeda. Also remember when he was on Hercules. That was a good show. But yes, here you go. The Congo Sisters from Kantai Collection. There's the group. You've got carriers, you've got control ships, you've got battleships, you've got cruisers, you've got submarines, you've got destroyers. All the stuff you could ever want. So, my question to you all is there any shows you find that are underappreciated, that should get a little more recognition? You know, the two I brought to the table today were Kankole and Handyman Saito in Another World. And those two are ones I think don't get enough recognition. I'd like to see more people watching them and enjoying them, because that's what it's all down to, just enjoying what you're watching. The ship's AI had a holographic that was part of the ship. Okay. Yeah, I never did get into Andromeda. But it sounds like something that would be alright. So yeah, that is that for these guys. I'm just wondering. Andromeda sucks after season 2. Oh. Well, that's not good. And season 5 is a disaster. Oh, that's unfortunate. I was thinking about getting into it, but as for underappreciated anime, also there's another big one that's underappreciated, and I'm sure a lot of you will agree that the Macross franchise is way underappreciated. They are in the shadow, at least in North America. They get overshadowed by Gundam. That really doesn't allow for people to see a lot of Macross, which is quite unfortunate. as it is such a good story. And the series, with a few exceptions, are really well done. Don't watch Macross 2. It's not considered canon, and Macross Plus is better than Macross 7, just in my opinion, and Macross Frontier is better than Macross Delta. I didn't feel that the urgency for the heroes to win in Macross Delta. It was just it just didn't do it for me. But that's my opinion. Yes, here it is. The original. Maculus. It's still holds up all this time. And it's what brought us, transforming Mecha. Imagine only ever watching Robotech and never experiencing Macross 7. You can. I'm just saying I like Macross Plus better than Macross 7. 7 is like 49 episodes. And it's like, oh. The music is good, but the story is kind of hokey. Plus is a little more well done. Yeah. Plus applies to your example. Alex Moore, welcome. Just woke up, eh? Well, we're talking underappreciated anime, in my opinion. This is all my opinion. Maybe they are appreciated, but I don't know. It just seems when I look at some of the lists out there, they don't have any of the shows that I like on them in a high spot. And the ones that I did, and everyone else will know what I'm talking about because I went over it. First one, Kankole, or Kantai Collection, Season 1 and Season 2. They're known as Fleet Girls. They are the personification of the Japanese warships. And it's quite enjoyable. It's got a good story. It's got good action. Season 2 is a bit darker and a little more battle heavy, but it's well worth the watch. It's not that long at all. And then the second one I was saying needs to be watched a little more is Handyman Saito in Another World. It's got a good story. They do well with animating it. It's got laughs. It's got action. It's got it, your story is good. And it's nice. It's got a little bit of romance. So it's got all the things I think make anime enjoyable. There's a whole lineup of Macross. Yes, there is, DJ Ronnie G. And that's why I say you can go through them all. And I have. I've watched Macross. I've watched Macross 0, Macross 2, Macross Plus, Macross 7, Macross Frontier, Macross Delta. Is there one I missed in there? Anyway, I've managed to watch them all, and you pick your favorites, ones that really strike you as being good, like the music for Macross 7 is good, although I don't like the story very much. The music in Frontier is awesome, very well done, and Macross 2, like I say, music's okay, but it is not considered canon even by the creators. You want a game called Pokemon Picross? Nothing Macross, though? Oh, that's okay. That's okay. There's nothing wrong with Pokemon. You just like seeing more ships. Yeah. M7 isn't... No, Macross 2 is not considered canon. Not 7. Macross 2. Where is it? Yeah, they don't even have it here. Yeah, it's Macross 2 that's not considered canon. All is right with the world. Yeah. Now you enjoy your 7. I mean, watching Maximilian Genius and Miria travel along in their colony ship. Taking on the Proto-Devlin. But yes, underappreciated animes. You take a lot of it with a grain of salt, of course. This is just one man's opinion. I'm wondering, has anyone seen Handyman Saito in Another World? I don't expect Whoopa to. Whoopa doesn't watch much anime at all. Probably Pokemon. Galaxy Express 39 is old, but is it underappreciated? I don't ever see it on anybody's lists, and I don't know if anything is playing right now in that regard. Like if there was a series going on right now, then we could see whether anybody is... Come on now, spell it right. See it. It is deep and philosophical, for sure. Yes. When you look at it and watch it, and you think to yourself, wow, this is deep. Like they have gone all out to ask you the question as, what is better, living as a human or living forever as a machine? Looks like the last one that came out was in 2010, an ONA, 5 episodes. Is on Crunchyroll. Okay, it's on Crunchyroll, but it's not on anybody else's like lists. When I look at like Anitrends or Anime Corner or even Anime News Network, you're working your way through the whole Legiverse, but recently watched one of the spin-offs. Very good. Oh, and this last one was 5 shorts to promote the Japanese electricity company Kyushu Electric Power. Tetsuro and Maytel visit 5 interplanetary stops, including Earth, and see how each locale deals with energy. Okay, so it wasn't even... It was just meant as promotional shorts. The Galaxy Railways was from 2002-ish and focuses on the Space Defense Force for the train company. Oh, yeah. Gotta love those corporate promos. Yeah, that's exactly it. The only way stuff gets done, it seems, in the modern day. All the rest that are been like very short movies, like 2007 was 32 minutes. 2010, that was the 5 episode one. Fall of 2009, movie, 16 minutes. Uh, 13 episodes in 2004. Space Symphonic Poem Maytel. Galaxy Express 39 side story. Okay. You got a bit of catching up to do? Yeah? That's okay. Take your time. Enjoy it. Really, I think it's underappreciated as well. I think you brought up a good one. I don't think a lot of people look at Galaxy Express 39. You didn't realize the Galaxy Express movie side stories were so abundant? Yeah. Well, they're out there. But I would like to see them come up with a new series, or even a remake of the original. Kind of like what they did with Space Battleship Yamato, when they made Yamato 2199. Updated it a bit, have a little bit cleaner animation, and get the exposure out there. Yeah, in many episodes, the cyborgs are monsters, even evil a-holes. Yes, they are. I mean, this is back from 1978, 1979. They could do a remake. In a couple of episodes, the characters stumble into friendly cyborgs, and it rarely ends well for the cyborg. Yeah, I believe it. But that's a good example. Galaxy Express 39. I would think that it is very underappreciated. I don't think a lot of people have watched it, and not a lot of people talk about it. There's also the spin-offs. What is it now? Here we go. Queen Emeralda's. That's a good one. I like watching that. And Space Pirate Captain Harlock. Those are spin-offs as well. Yes, and Maytel Legend. That's a good one. I remember watching that one. You bought the original 3.9 series on Blu-ray, and the film scan resolution is good at 1080p. All right. That's what I like to hear. Physical media. Internet issues are starting to resurface. No, Whoopa, no. We don't want that. Is it on my end or is it your end? Hope everything's streaming okay, and hopefully my voice is coming through loud and clear for you guys. Pretty grainy. I plan to keep the grain when I copy it to the digital media library, but you're experimenting with removing the grain so you can compare it. Oh. So just using some software, I guess, to clean up the graininess. Fun fact regarding video encoding, removing the grain allows you to get better compression. Okay. You gotta like those smaller file sizes. Yep. Oh, and it's on your end, Whoopa? Aw, man. I was so hoping that your internet issues would be resolved. Keeping the grain on purpose will lead to a larger file. Oh. Huh. You have a demonstration coming up? You did a few videos and streams on video encoding already? Oh, good stuff. Yeah, it sounds like you're really deep into it there, DJ Ronnie G. So, good example. I like this one. Galaxy Express 39. Underappreciated. Not talked about a lot. The philosophical and existential thought process that it questioned you about. It questioned your humanity. This is very well done. Whoopa, you're the emperor. You must enforce on the telecoms. Oh yeah, hey, no problem, DJ Ronnie G. I'm glad to talk about Galaxy Express 39. I'm also glad to talk about anything from Leiji Matsumoto. After all, he came up with Space Battleship Yamato, and Captain Harlock. And he made sure that they are all interconnected. They're all in their own same universe. So as you're flying through with the Yamato, you can pass by the Galaxy Express 39. Or you'll see Captain Harlock or Queen Emeralda's. The whole universe is connected. And this is a very, like I was saying, underappreciated anime to watch. And you don't need to watch the full television episode, which is like 113 episodes. You can just watch the movie. And that should compress everything down so you get the gist of it. You've seen some Yamato stuff and it was all very good too. Hey, right on. You thought it was badass in that first episode when the wreck ship starts shooting from its 18-inch guns? Well, you know, they're trying to keep it a secret from the aliens, so it's like, no, nothing to see here. And then all of a sudden the gun turns on the carrier that they got in space, and it's like, well, you can't survive now. You have to go away. Boom. Done. And then that surprises the two main characters as they're watching, and they're like, what's going on here? I thought it was just a wreck. But this thing moves. So it was nice to see them come out with a remake of Yamato 2199. With excellent character designs and awesome mecha. Or should I say ship designs. Well, there you go, folks. That is Anime Chat for this Sunday. I appreciate y'all coming out here. I did expose you to some of the ones I felt were underappreciated. Is the story different in the original versus 2109? No. The story is still the same, where they have to go from Earth to this faraway planet to grab a machine to help save the Earth. That the story is still the same. But they've upgraded the graphics. They've upgraded the interaction between the crew members. They've gotten a lot more dialogue between everyone. But it is essentially the same story, just updated. And very well done, I think. Very enjoyable. And I bought that on Blu-ray. And I think it's two different Blu-rays. I think the first one is like, well, now I don't want to give you false information. I better look. Start with an S. There it is. Star Blazers, Space Battleship Yamato 2199, 26 episodes. You can see right off the bat that the character designs are quite different, and I think for the better. They did very well. Gotcha, updating stuff. Yeah, there you go. You saw the live action. Oh, live action. Yeah, I saw the live action Yamato as well. Not bad. A little different take on it, but they did okay. I can appreciate live action. But yes, this is underappreciated too. I don't think a lot of people. It got an 80%. That's good. It is a little bit older too. Number 2 highest rated in 2012. Number 20 highest rated all time. Yeah. It's good stuff. Alright, so, like I was saying, it's the underappreciated anime that I want to bring out for everyone to see. Today's Today's animes were Kantai Collection, Season 1 and Season 2. For all the Fleet Girl fans out there, you like your girls and guns and the backdrop of war. Also was Handyman Saito in Another World. Another good show. It's an isekai, but it's not because he was reincarnated. He was just transported there, and he met up with his group of adventurers, and he made himself useful by just using his handyman skills. And as mentioned by DJ Ronnie G, Galaxy Express 39. Also another one that is underappreciated, I think, and should be checked out. It is quite well done. Yeah, Yamato's extremely big in Japan. And 39 seems to be popular over there too. Yeah, but it's over here. We got to get people over here interested in watching them and talking about them and enjoying them. It's not Handyman Psycho, it's Handyman Saito. Saito is his name. Saitou. Yeah, so Kankole, Handyman Saito. Where to begin? Both on the list. Depends what you like. You want to watch girls battle at sea as battleships and cruisers and destroyers and submarines? Or do you want to watch a guy who's got the skills of a handyman helping out his group of like a warrior and a magician and a healing fairy? It's up to you. You're going to make the choice. Yeah. Saito. Yeah, not Psycho. I got to work on my pronunciation. Make it a little more clear. To enunciate. But yes, I hope everyone tries these out. You don't have to watch them all if you don't want to. Watch one episode, see what you feel. You know, at least watch the first episode. That's all I ask. You do that and maybe it'll hook you in. Maybe it won't. Maybe you'll be like, okay. No, it's not for me. But that's okay. As long as you try. I'm clear, you're just wearing bone conduction headphones. Bone conduction? Is that where they clip on behind your ear? Nope, you must watch them all. Oh, you heard Comrade Leader. Our Whoopstokian leader has spoken. You watch them all, or face consequences. Don't be the stooge. Be the hero you want to be. Watch that anime. Every last episode. Thanks, Whoopa. I appreciate it. You heard it here, folks. You've got the backing of our Comrade Leader. So yeah. This was a fun time today. The transducers lean on the bone in front of your ears. Okay, that's pretty crazy. I never heard of those before. But that sounds like a neat way to listen to things. A vibrator makes sound that bypasses your ear canal. Huh. So that might help people that have hard of hearing problems? Is that what it does? It's convenient. You can get stereo sound while maintaining situational awareness. Well, if that's what you need, that's what you got to do. All right, everybody. I've had a great time today. It's been an awesome stream. I'm glad everyone showed up. Interestingly, there are some forms of hearing loss that do benefit from bone conduction headphones. Wow. In the reviews, you sometimes see people who are really happy about that. Oh. I mean, yeah. A little bit of full disclosure. I do suffer from a little bit of tinnitus. Being in the trades for so many years and sometimes not wearing the appropriate PPE or ear protection, I do have a little bit of a ringing in my left ear, and it is tinnitus, and it's always constantly there. It doesn't affect, well, I shouldn't say that, but it's not bad yet where I need hearing aids or anything like that. But it is, I do know I have a little bit of hard of hearing sometimes. So, yeah, that's what's happened to me. I'd just like to thank everybody that came out today. Everybody that came out. Godzillionaire, thanks for coming out, buddy. And Jake D, always good to see you. And Comrade Leader, Whoopa Troopa. And Mr. Punkwaddle. DJ Ronnie G. It's always good to see you. And I thought I saw Alex Moore. I know I saw him. He's around here. Just waking up. I know I stream so early, but it's the only time I have. I do it while my wife is sleeping, and I get to have fun with you guys, and she gets to sleep. So, you bought earmuffs for your power saw. Yes, good idea. You think those in-ear silicone can be troublesome over time. Okay. Or says you don't listen well or something like that. I wasn't really paying attention. Yeah. Do you hear me? What's that? No, my wife is very understanding. She knows I have hearing damage. So she knows if I don't hear, not to get mad at me. So I am listening to her. But yes, anyone else that was here in the chat, the lurking, I appreciate you coming and listening to what I got to say. You know, we've come here because, you know, anime is fun. They tell good stories. Please slap that like button too. It really helps me out. Lets YouTube know that you guys like what you saw, what you heard. And just tell your friends and spread the word. And then there's other channels out there that put out good content. People like Pacific 414 and Blaine's Escape Corner, Ronin66, and DJ Ronnie G. There's Brandon the Anime Guy, the Nerdporeal Lifeform. There's the Angry Canadian, and Whoopa Troopa, who usually appears on Dadman Walking, but hopefully if his internet woes subside, he will be able to get more of his content out there. And Punkwaddle, he's from that Floral from Under a Rock, but I've seen he has his own channel as well, so we look forward to watching that. I'm out there on Discord. It's called The Shop. That's where the tradesmen hang out. They hang out at the shop. I'm on Twitter. Sometimes Twitter is not so great, but you know, what can you do? I've got some videos out on BitChute, Odyssey, and Rumble. Just because they're not as heavy-handed as YouTube is, slapping you down with copyright claims and such. Coming up on Tuesday, Trades Talk Tuesday, I should have a guest tradesman come on. I have worked with her in the past, so I am looking forward to hearing her story as to how she got into the skilled trades. And I hope you are too. Hope to see you there. That'll be Tuesday, 7 p.m. Mountain Time. Then Saturday, is GameStream, still with the Legend of Zelda, the Minish Cap. I am getting further and further along in that game. It is really fun. I like to see what happens every time we do some fusion with the Kinstones. And then Sunday, back again to Anime Chat. What will it be? Maybe I'll pick some more underrated shows to tell you about. And you can share your underrated shows with me. And we'll all have a good time just chatting and watching the shows that are underappreciated. Because it's easy to watch shows that are out now and watch the popular stuff, but then you miss those hidden gems. You miss those ones that are, done really well. And we'll try that next week. More underrated anime, as it were, next week on Sunday Anime Chat. Until then, everyone, I really appreciate you coming out today, and I hope to see you again soon. I have been Pop Culture Mechanic, and I am signing off.